1 out of 147. Hashtag NFT art. Hashtag NFT. Hashtag NFTs. Hashtag NFT community. Hashtag NFT revolution. Hashtag lazy lions. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Hashtag crypto news. Hashtag right click victim. Hashtag right click protection. Hashtag right click save. Hashtag ETH. Hashtag Ethereum. Hashtag Bitcoin. Hashtag Doge Loan. Hashtag SHIB. Hashtag Shiba Inu. Alright, it's time to talk about the promising future of NFTs because you, 2 out of 147, know what? I'm tired. I have been browsing Twitter for the past couple days, looking at the NFT landscape and economics. I've seen many people promising money for everyone, so I bought an NFT for $186,000. I had to take a loan, but eventually someone will buy it. 3 out of 147. 4, 500,000. So, of course, it's worth it. But now I have found the other side of NFTs. There are many good for nothing villains out there saying that it's a bubble without understanding how they work. So many people who are jealous of the success of NFTs and find joy in 4 out of 147 screenshotting, right click, and saving, or whatever form of stealing NFTs they can find. And not only am a hashtag right click victim, but even my wife is against me. She left to live with her parents. She has been talking about custody of our 2 children. I can't. 5 out of 147. Believe this. The love of my life may actually be thinking about divorcing me because she can understand the business of the future. I tried to explain it to her. It's not just an image, it's an investment. I buy it for 186,000. Someone else buys it from me for 500,000. 6 out of 147. The previous owner gets money. The next owner will also get money when someone else buys it for a higher price. But she doesn't understand. This is nothing like the Tulip Mania. If you actually understood what you are talking about, maybe you would see the 7 out of 147 differences. But she doesn't care. All she's thinking about is divorcing me and getting custody of our children because of my shitty financial decisions. She doesn't understand that it's not a joke. This is a real investment, just as valid as Microsoft, Apple, Tesla. 8 out of 147. And whatever other companies Wall Street is dealing with. You buy stock, then someone else buys the stock for a higher price. Simple. But NFTs are even better because they are non fungible tokens. Stocks are all the same. It doesn't matter which one you have. But NFTs, 9 out of 147, are the future because they are all unique. They can have artistic value, sentimental value, historical value, etc., that normal stocks or currencies cannot. Jealous people seem to enjoy turning us NFT bros into hashtag right click victims. But I will not stand for this. I will 10 out of 147 show my wife how wrong she is, thinking it's right to divorce me for buying an NFT for 186,000. Mark my words, for this is not the end of NFTs, but the beginning, a new era of currency where we will not be oppressed by the government and there will be no poor people. I, 11 out of 147, may be at a low point in my life. My wife may be trying to divorce me, and it is possible I will lose custody of my children. But I don't care. This is nothing but a small valley before the Everest of my life, the absolute peak of human achievement. One of the 12 out of 147 first trillionaires in history, preceded only by other fellow NFT bros, because I have a plan to make NFTs the supreme currency, an infallible plan that will make history in the same way that people like Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, or Albert Einstein did. After all, 13 out of 147. There is no difference between insanity and genius in the eyes of the common man. Maybe NFTs are ahead of their time. That's okay. Even my previously happy life with my wife and children might be gone. I am determined to see this through the end. The fifth, 14 out of 147. Industrial Revolution. The hashtag NFT revolution, where we will finally see hashtag NFT justice. Gone are the days of being subjected to a 9 to 5 job under shitty bosses and management. Gone are the days of being told what to do over and over, knowing if I speak up, I will be 15 out of 147, replaced in the blink of an eye, and soon gone will be the days of poverty and world hunger. Look at yourself. Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy living for work? Living with barely enough money? Look at your surroundings. There are people even less. 16 out of 147. Fortunate than you everywhere. NFTs can solve that problem forever. Don't you see? Just for a few laughs on the internet, you steal NFTs at the cost of the future of humanity. Millions of years of evolution have led to this point. Million years of unfairness. The 17 out of 147 law of the strongest, an immeasurable amount of bloodshed, all for this very time in history. Hashtag NFT artists and owners which spearhead the next era of humanity, where we can finally be free of everything that made humans hopeless. We can fix it once and for all. But you, 18 out of 147, are making it harder. Please reconsider your actions. Even if you don't believe in NFTs, you are actively trying to stop humanity from reaching the next step, the necessary step for our salvation. This planet is being destroyed by climate change. NFTs can solve it. 19 out of 147. Once everyone embraces NFTs and there is no poverty, we can all solve climate change together. What is so hard to understand? This is not a get rich quick scam. It's a way of life, a movement that would change society as we know it. And you may be wondering about my 20 out of 147 plan. How am I going to change humanity? How am I going to make everyone embrace NFTs? How am I going to enforce anti right click and anti screenshot? How am I going to bring hashtag NFT justice and hashtag NFT protection to the world? Well, I'm glad you asked. NFTs are very big. 21 out of 147 right now. Nobody can deny that. However, we have so much more potential. It's incredible. Words cannot explain the sheer size NFTs can take. They are nothing but a drop in the massive ocean that they will eventually be. So while we have some millionaires, 22 out of 147, here and there, eventually millionaires will be the norm, with a bunch of billionaires and a few trillionaires. We need to get to that point. So for now, just keep trading NFTs. Buy an NFT, then sell it for more money. Simple. You just got a profit and created more money. 23 out of 147 in the process. When I sell my 186,000 NFT for 500,000, I will have made a profit of 314,000, creating that much money and adding to the wealth of all NFT bros. The more money we earn, the more money we can spend on NFTs, and the more money we can create. Keep trading, just 24 out of 147. Keep trading over and over and over. Make the movement bigger. Get it to unimaginable heights until it surpasses even the US dollar itself in a few years. After that is done, we can stop and make strategies about how to take over the world, raise money from all NFT 25 out of 147 bros. We shall all contribute towards the greater cause, make a big pool of Ethereum and NFTs, and use it to buy the biggest governments in the world: the United States, the European Union, Russia, China, India, Japan, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia. You get the point of 26 out of 147. Of course, we are not going to own the entire government. The point is to act in the shadows, like the feared Illuminati. Take control of what laws are created and removed. Manipulate big organizations. Put NFT bros in positions of power of big companies like Google. 27 out of 147. Microsoft, Amazon, etc. We could even take over BlackRock and Vanguard and push NFTs further to the public. We have the potential to control everything: big tech, big pharma, governments, the economy, global politics, everything. If the Illuminati don't exist, we will, 28 out of 147, become them. And if they do, we will overthrow them. Nothing will get in our way once we get enough traction. This plan is flawless and will give the NFT community unfathomable power. It's easy. The world moves because of money, and we will control the money. And 29 out of 147. Therefore, control the world. Once we have everything under control, we can start imposing our own laws and make it mandatory for every tech company to check the blockchain every time someone wants to take a screenshot. And if there is an NFT in it, don't take it. Same for 30 out of 147. Right click and save. Check the blockchain every time. And don't give the option if it's already an NFT. That alone will almost entirely make sure there are no more unfortunate hashtag right click victims. Of course, there will always be hackers, and they will find a way to 31 147 copy NFTs. So every website must also implement algorithms to not allow anyone to post NFTs or images that are extremely similar to an existing NFT to avoid having a hacker change a couple pixels and upload it. Since we will also control the law, we can just pass 32 out of 147 laws to enforce it and confiscate the NFTs of those who break the law. For hackers who find a way to steal NFTs by passing the screenshot and right click save prevention mechanisms, we will give them from 10 years to life in prison unless they delete the stolen NFT and 33 out of 147 give the owner back as much value as was stolen by paying with other NFTs. Naturally, I don't expect things to be this simple. So when all this happens, we will take our time to think about proper punishments. But as a rough draft, it's excellent. It's proper of a 34 out of 147 society based on NFTs, the future. And I am not a tyrant. I will not have my wife imprisoned for not believing in me. It's not her fault that she has been brainwashed into believing fiat is better than NFTs. In fact, I will be waiting for her with open arms one day. 35 out of 147. She will realize this is the work of genius, not insanity, and she will come running at me, asking for forgiveness. Of course, I will forgive her, since I, not a tyrant, as I said earlier. I will allow her to marry me again. In fact, I am an honest, loyal man. Even if 36 out of 147 thousands of women were thirsting for me and my wealth of NFTs, and there will be. I only have eyes for my beautiful wife who has been corrupted by the greed of centralized fiat currency, which is forcing shot the beautiful potential of an NFT powered world. It's 37 out of 147, not just about the world and poverty and hunger. I need to save my wife and my children by any means necessary. But I also see some people talking about NFTs and Ethereum are bad for the environment. Look, I can't deny it. I don't even know why they are so bad for. 38 out of 147. The environment. For all I know, it could be 99% of the carbon emissions. But I also have a solution for that. When everyone has finally embraced NFTs, all screenshotters and right click savers have been stopped, fiat has been overthrown, currency has been completely 39 out of 147 decentralized, and everyone is free and happy. We can just pay scientists to figure out how to stop global warming and how to make NFTs and Ethereum more environmentally friendly. Maybe they can even come up with a way to make NFTs reduce the carbon emissions who 40 out of 147 knows. We will also be able to plant more trees and remove more seed trash than Mr. Beast could ever dream of. He's only a millionaire, while the NFT economy will eventually reach the quintillions easily. Not only will NFTs stop being bad for the environment, but they, 41 out of 147, will in fact become way, way better than fiat. Because of all of this, there's no point in comparing fiat to the future of crypto, and it will be so obvious to everyone in the future. But of course, for now, we are marginalized, our belongings are stolen, we are ridiculed. 42 out of 147 on Twitter, just because we are early to the next era. Think of how people were annoyed when Socrates, just because he was one of the fathers of philosophy. Does that mean he was insane? No, he was a genius. He is now one of the most famous historical figures. His work, 43 out of 147, has been studied for millennia by many different cultures. This will be the case for NFTs too. Right now, we sound insane, making bold claims about earning money and making the world a better place. But you will see, the future is practically written at this point. NFTs, 44 out of 147, will not be stopped or hindered by anything. Even if blood is shed, even if families are broken, even if the world crumbles because of the downfall of fiat, nothing will stop us. Everything will be fixed and back to normal once everyone embraces crypto, and especially 45 out of 147. NFTs, the hashtag NFT revolution will wait for nobody. Do you not realize that crypto is decentralized? Nobody can control crypto. It's truly free. It cannot be tracked, and it's completely anonymous. It's unbelievable. People are still trying to stay with fiat. Fiat is the 46 out of 147. Absolute worst, and I'm sick of it. I might even stop using fiat altogether after I get back enough money to pay back the loan I took for the $186,000 NFT, and then go on to buy more expensive NFTs with the profits. Of course, I don't need someone to buy it for. 47 out of 147. Say 500,000 first, but that's fine. Eventually someone will come and buy it. The bigger problem is all these screenshotters and right-click savers stealing my NFT. The more copies there are, the more widely available it is, and the less valuable it becomes. Please, fiat, 48 out of 147. People, stop. From the bottom of my heart, please, I ask you to stop now. I don't want to hurt anyone. But if you keep stealing NFTs, you are giving me no other option. If you keep going down this path, maybe I will have to jail you myself in the future for hacking. 49 out of 147 devices to be able to steal NFTs. Please stop now. Realize that what you are doing is wrong and hindering the progress of humanity. Future generations will thank you for understanding, especially all the YouTubers trying to hinder NFTs and crypto. 50 out of 147, like at Ordinary Gamers and at coffeebreak_YT. Please, you're not busting scams. You are busting the currencies of the future. And quite honestly, you are also busting my balls. Influencers and YouTubers should move the world towards crypto, not away from crypto. There, 51 out of 147, are no crypto scams. There are only failed crypto projects. And why do they fail? Because the world is ruled by fiat. Our Doge, Shiba, Inu, Squid Game tokens, Save the Kids, etc., supposed to succeed? They are constantly facing criticism from every side. And then you, 52 out of 147, also criticize them when they inevitably fail because the developers are stressed out. You should be ashamed of yourself, making fun of influencers who just want their fans to ride the NFT wave early because they appreciate them. I think these detective YouTubers, 53 out of 147, are just jealous because they will never be as successful as the future NFT traders because they are afraid of losing fiat money. So they see it as a risky. Do they even know anything about economics? I would ask how they are allowed to spit misinformation. But then, 54 out of 147, again, maybe they are brainwashed, like my wife. But still, history will see them as villain, and that cannot be stopped. Although even considering that some ordinary gamers is dangerous, he goes on the deep web, hacks video games with virtual machines, and plays with 55 out of 147 computer viruses for fun. Please, NFT bros, be careful not to let your NFTs be stolen. Even if right now all it takes to steal an NFT is having no morals, when we control all major governments and pass pro NFT laws, see my proposals above, only skilled hackers will be 56 out of 147 be able to copy NFTs, and some ordinary gamers looks pretty dangerous. Please, NFT bros, don't be deceived by their words, especially some ordinary gamers. Maybe it was him who deceived my wife into believing fiat is better than crypto. That makes sense. She likes to watch 57 out of 147 YouTube sometimes. So maybe that's it. Or maybe it was the kids. They are always watching YouTube. I really don't trust these guys now. They look like a danger to the future crypto society that we are trying to build. These NFT bros do not watch some ordinary gamers. Or 58 out of 147 CoffeeZilla. They must have a plan to steal your NFTs or promote screenshotting or right click saving. Do not fall for it. Or it may also be possible they have no idea what they are talking about. But why risk it? Just don't engage. Conversation with them. Don't. 59 out of 147. Show them your NFTs. Don't show them your crypto. Hashtag NFT justice will be served when they are put in jail for their crimes against humanity. That is, preventing the progress of the entire world. I will make sure myself they are prosecuted when the pro NFT laws are passed. 60 out of 147. For the entire world, if possible, I will be the judge or the prosecutor. I will show my wife that I am willing to do anything for her. Maybe she doesn't realize it now. But I am trying to save her. She just doesn't understand my intentions. I love her so, so, so much. 61 out of 147. And it pains me to watch her being dragged down by the outdated, centralized currency mindset. It's just, why? Why can't you see that this is for our own good and for the good of the entire world? She doesn't even let me explain. Why is it so bad to take a loan to buy? 63 out of 147. Why is it so hard for so many people to see the truth? It's not rocket science. It's just basic modern economy. But she keeps ignoring me. And she is at her parents' house, so I can't get a chance to explain the economics of this business. Actually, this may be worth a 64 out of 147 shot. Please, honey, if you see this, come back. I miss you so much. Please don't divorce me. I will give you a massage every day. I will try to get along better with your parents. I will stop leaving the toilet lid open, and I will learn to cook for you. I will treat you, 65 out of 147, like a princess, and we can be rich together. But please come back. This house doesn't feel full without you and the children. I feel my sanity decreasing by the moment since you left. Please, please, I beg you. I just need to explain to you that the 186,000 United States dollar loan will 66 out of 147 be paid easily as soon as I get to sell the NFT. Honey, I love you. You know it. Please come back. Don't let centralized fiat currency break our marriage. Please. And if you stick with me, you will see wonders. You will see how the NFT and crypto communities take 67 out of 147 over currency and drive fiat to the ground. But you have to trust me. And if even then you don't decide to trust me until it actually happens, please, please don't tell the children lies about me. You know I only want the best for them. I know if you fight for custody, 68 out of 147, you will win because the judge won't be able to look past the fiat currency to see the future of NFTs. So please, let me just ask you to see them every once in a while. I don't think I can live without them. This house doesn't feel like a home anymore without you and 69 out of 147. The kids. I don't want to live like this forever. And I know I won't because I will be a millionaire from NFTs. I have to admit, even decentralized crypto and NFTs can't buy love. I only love you. I really can't replace you. Just know when I'm rich in the 70 out of 147 future and have hundreds of rich billionaire NFT bros, and many women are drooling all over me. I will know deep in my heart that they only want my money. Unlike you, you have been here for 5 years before I become an NFT billionaire. If you don't come back to me now, 71 out of 147, just know that I will always be ready to welcome you back home. But anyways, let's get back to business. I'm wondering, should we get Elon Musk to help the NFT community? He has been involved in Bitcoin and Doge before, so maybe it's worth a shot. Are there any NFT bros, 72 out of 147, who are friends with Elon? If so, I think we should give him a few NFTs and slowly convince him he should invest in NFTs if he wants to pass Jeff Bezos in net worth forever. He's a pretty cool guy, so I'm sure he won't be too against the idea. We just have to 73 out of 147. Shill, and shill more until he buys and tweets about it. It'd be so funny seeing all the NFT screenshotters and right click savers crying as soon as Elon starts shilling. Lazy lions, bored apes, or CryptoPunks. There's even an Elon Musk NFT collection out. 74 out of 147. There, maybe he'll be more open to shilling NFTs if we show it to him. Imagine the first NFT funded space mission. Maybe even the first human on Mars could be NFT funded. Something like that will be international news for years. I think it's really worth it. So, 75 out of 147. Basically, if any NFT bros are willing to convince Elon Musk to shill for NFTs, please do it immediately. There is no time to waste. Hey, while writing this, I'm getting a message from my wife. She says she has decided she wants to divorce me. So it's really happening. 76 out of 147. Huh. I guess that's it. I'll have to do as much as I can to push NFTs forward, so she will eventually marry me again. Maybe saving the marriage is impossible right now, but I understand. I am angry and sad, very sad. But I understand that if I thought centralized fiat, 77 out of 147, was good, I would also be weirded out by a 186,000 deposit for what seems to be just an image. Of course, it's not just an image, it's an NFT, but she doesn't understand it yet. She deserves understanding, not anger. I understand what she is going through, and eventually, 78 out of 147, I will show her this is not a horrible financial decision worth ending the marriage over, but exactly the opposite. An utterly genius financial decision that marked the future for generations to come. The ultimate display of technological advancement. The 79 out of 147 possibility to own digital assets. The future is now, and it will only get better from here. I have said it multiple times, but this is the beginning of a new era of humanity, the next steps of evolution. So what if I spent 186,000 United States dollars on an NFT of a lion? It will easily, 80 out of 147, be worth millions in the future. I will pay back the bank loan with no difficulty. And the bank will go bankrupt anyway when they realize fiat is worthless compared to NFTs. I could eventually buy the bank and reform it to deal with NFTs and crypto instead of filthy. 81 out of 147. Centralized fiat. By the way, did you know there's a company called Fiat? I think it'd be very funny if NFT bros bought it and rebranded it to crypto. That would be an interesting power move. It would teach screenshotters and right click savers to not mess with us. 82 out of 147. I think I will do that when I become an NFT billionaire. Yeah! We have to expand our influence as far as possible, and then more. Looks like in 2018, they were worth around 100 billion USD. I think we will be able to buy them with 10 to 20 average price NFTs in the 83 out of 147 future. After the plan above has reached at least the first step, you will be able to drive in crypto cars. If we actually do that, drive in crypto cars to the White House, buy ourselves positions in the government, bribe politicians with NFTs to make pro NFTs laws, etc. 84 out of 147. You know how it goes? But all while driving in cool crypto cars instead of puny fiat cars. The only problem is that crypto cars will 147 far overshadow Tesla if we do this. And Elon Musk will be our ally, so that could make him depressed. Maybe we should instead buy fiat. 85 out of 147. Rename it to crypto and then give the company away to Elon Musk so he can make it a child company of Tesla or something. We can easily afford that. It's not a big deal if we give away a 100 billion United States dollar company to our dear friend who will help us in our journey. 46 out of 147. NFTs of that kind of value will be traded like Pokemon cards among the upper middle class of the future NFT based society. It's not a big deal. Bigger and more important targets like Google, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Meta, etc. We need to buy all 87 out of 147 of big tech if we want to make sure they make it as hard as possible to screenshot, right click save, and slightly edit NFTs or whatever other methods hackers can ever come up with. But I think we can buy the entirety of Wall Street, to be honest. What are they going to? 88 out of 147. Do when fiat becomes useless. One kind of big NFT will be enough to buy huge percentages of the stock of any company. They just would not be able to resist the offers. Wall Street runs on investors spending money in lots of companies. So let's go to Wall Street in 89 out of 147. Absolutely and utterly out invest everyone that gets in our way. That's how we get NFT bros in big positions of huge companies. Buy, buy, buy your way to the top. The world has been working like that since forever. I don't feel bad. Just a change in currency. And a 90 out of 147. Change in who holds the power. As long as we don't do anything unethical, everything will be fine. Everyone will be happier and richer. And big humanitarian problems like poverty and world hunger will be completely extinguished. And of course, climate change after we, 91 out of 147, fund scientists to find lots of ways to make NFTs more environmentally friendly and more efficient. This can only go right, pretty much. I can't see a flaw in any part of the plan. We will succeed no matter what the screenshotters and right-click savers think of us. So, 92 out of 147. Rise, NFT bros. Don't let your spirit be crushed by the brainwashed sheep who don't understand the genius economics behind decentralized crypto and NFTs. They think the blockchain is evil. Don't pay them any attention. Most of them are just lost in this world of rapid. 94 out of 147. Anything bring us down. No matter how much people on Twitter try to tell you that NFTs have no value, keep your head up and fight. There is no need to argue with fiat sheep. They will eventually realize the value of NFTs when everyone is making money thanks to them. In 95 out of 147. Fact, hasn't the IRS already realized that? They are taxing NFTs now. Don't worry about it, NFT bros. No matter how much they tax us, if we follow the plan described above, we will still get so rich that even the IRS won't be able to compete with us. Then we bribe the 96 out of 147 IRS to put NFT bros in high positions of power and stop taxing NFTs and cryptos. Then with that, the growth of crypto and NFTs would be even greater. And we can easily move into step 2, where we bribe all the governments to give NFT bros more positions of powers and make pro 97 out of 147 NFT laws, etc. Nothing, and I mean nothing, will stop the growth of NFTs. Anything short of a nuclear war will not be enough. We can easily get rid of nuclear weapons when we get to the power positions. So don't worry about it. A world of NFTs is a world of peace. 98 out of 147. Freedom, virtual ownership, and practically unlimited wealth. Maybe some fiat sheep are jealous of our achievements and riches, and that's fine. If I wasn't brave enough to take a 186,000 United States dollar bank loan to buy my non-fungible token, I would be jealous of the courage of non-fungible token bros, too. Such 99 out of 147 admirable embrace souls working for the greater good and not for their own greed, like most of the fiat based world. Especially Elon Musk. He is one of the most successful in fiat, but he will still be willing to help NFTs and decentralized crypto if that's what it 100 out of 147 takes to make a world a perfect utopia with no greed. Such courage makes me cry tears of joy. Elon Musk will be one of the mightiest NFT pros ever. There is no question about it. It's extremely important we get him to shill for as many NFTs as possible right now. The 101 out of 147. Earlier NFTs becomes a global phenomenon, the more people will be saved from fiat greed. For example, Amazon employees, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk's internal rival is one of the biggest villains in this world. Not only is he the second richest person, but he treats his 102 out of 147 workers like shit. Wake up, Amazon workers. Once you realize that non-fungible tokens are the future, you could even surpass Jeff Bezos himself. And wealth, once the future NFT society starts to take shape, it's only a matter of time until he is dethroned and left in the dust by tens, 103 out of 147, of thousands of future NFT bros. There will be no mercy against the fiat shillers. They shall be treated similarly to screenshotters and right click savers, and the hackers who will try to find ways to copy NFTs even with technological restrictions. That's why Elon 104 out of 147 Musk and his knowledge of decentralized crypto and NFTs are essentially currently. He is one of the few who can fight the government and Lex Luthor. If you don't understand the importance of this mission, don't worry. Just stop screenshotting and right click saving. 105 out of 147. NFTs and everything will be made clear as society starts to accept and embrace cryptocurrencies and NFTs as they should be. There's nothing to lose. There are only wins ahead of us. Even if your family starts to think you're crazy, even if your wife leaves you, and 106 out of 147 tries to take the children, don't worry. This is a long term investment. The ultimate long term investment, in fact. My wife wants to divorce me and take the children. I have nothing to fear. Sure, I may be scared, I may be angry, I may be sad, but none of this 107 out of 147 matters. All that truly matters is the future I envision, where NFTs will bring everyone together and abolish poverty. When that is done, my wife will finally see the true world of everything I've been doing these past days. The sacrifices, my vision for the future. 108 out of 147, all of it will finally make sense. She'll come back to me, and I'll be able to laugh with my children again. None of this will be in vain. Just you wait. Karen, my beautiful wife, please, if you're reading this, reconsider now. I am completely serious. Don't 109 out of 147. Take the kids, please. But if you don't understand yet, that's fine. You will eventually, and I will welcome you back home with open arms. After all, there can be no revolution without sacrificing something, and I am determined. This is my path in life, and I will take 110 out of 146. I will not be the first or the last to sacrifice my own happiness for a revolution that will bring more happiness to future generations. But this is only the beginning. I have only spent 186,000 United States dollars on a non-fungible token. As soon as someone buys it for the price of 500,000 or 111 out of 147 million, the magnitude of my contributions will only skyrocket. I will buy as many non-fungible tokens as possible, so many that eventually the default way to measure value won't be centralized fiat currencies like dollars, but decentralized currencies like hashtag Ethereum, 112 out of 147, hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag Doge, and hashtag NFTs. I can only dream of such a world, but I won't have to for long. It is coming, and it's coming fast, despite all the jealousy and fiat shillers, the centralized bank, and the brainwashed sheep. I will keep going, and I hope NFT Bros 113 out of 146 keep marching towards the future. We were intended to revolutionize the economy. That is our purpose in life, and we must fulfill it. Don't give in to your current desires. Keep pumping NFTs. Keep buying and selling. Keep trading. Keep making the economy bigger. 114 out of 147 day. What you will be able to sit back with thousands of multi-million dollar NFTs under your name. You will be proud to have been part of something bigger, the true future of humanity, true freedom worldwide, true happiness, a true utopia with no greed and no 115 out of 147 centralized fiat. But don't get lazy now. We don't live in an NFT utopia yet. That is something we have to work towards. Are there any world leaders who are pro NFT? Maybe we could start our influence by making a decentralized cryptocurrency the main currency of a 116, 140 country, and then it would be easier for other countries to follow their steps. I think it's not unlikely that out of so many precedents and so many monarchies, at least one would be willing to shill for NFTs on Twitter, who tried to find them first in big 117, 147 economies like the United States, the European Union, Russia, China, Japan, the United Kingdom. Because if we can get one of the big economies to entirely or partially turn to crypto and NFTs, you'll already have a big player in the NFT revolution. However, if none of them are 118 out of 147 willing to accept NFTs yet, we should start developing countries. I think India will be a good idea. Recently, their access to their internet has been skyrocketing and their population is close to that of China. India seems like a good place to start shilling NFTs. 119 out of 147. Any Indian NFT bros willing to shill NFTs and cryptocurrencies to your political leaders? I don't know much about India other than the fact that samosas are damn delicious. So I will leave it up to you, Indian NFT bros. Maybe we could try to influence the European 120 out of 140 Union instead of trying to switch them all at once. You could start getting some countries like Greece into crypto NFTs so they can finally pay off their debt. The more countries will slowly start ditching the euro and start switching to NFTs. And in the end, 121 out of 147, the entire European Union, before to adapt to this change, I think it's easier than trying to change the leaders of the European Union and then getting them to change all the countries on NFTs. We could also try this in the United States instead of 122 out of 147, changing the entire country to NFTs and crypto in one go. We can change one state, then another state, then another state, and the more states that are changed, the easier it will be for other states to ditch the dollar. Then, as a bonus, Canada would probably switch 123 out of 147 to NFTs too. So that's nice. Also, we should try to get Twitter itself to shill for NFTs. Who better to shill NFTs on Twitter than the company itself? Half of Twitter will instantly become NFT bros easily. Why has nobody thought of this? They can be great help in 125 out of 1%. Coming, digital ownership will be extremely important. We will be able to merge the real world with the virtual world when crypto and NFTs become the main currencies everywhere as described in my plan above. Also in the future, we will colonize Mars, which means we, 126 out of 147, will need to use crypto and NFTs. Are you going to pay someone $5 from the Earth to Mars? How? The rocket is worth millions. Are you sure sending bills between planets is a good idea? But crypto, it's not physical. Just pay them in Bitcoin, and boom, you are 127 out of 147, saving yourself millions for a puny $5. And for big payments, You can use NFTs, of course. In the future, the richest people will have most of their wealth in NFTs. Just like right now, they have it in stocks. And then they will have some crypto that they can use. 128 out of 147 to pay for normal stuff. It's a solid way of building an economy. When will the masses realize it? There is no future for fiat. Just switch to crypto and NFTs already. Especially my wife. Please, Karen, just listen to me. It's not that hard to understand, I promise. 129 out of 147. All you have to do is trust me. It's not even that much in the long term. Soon, someone will buy the 186,000 United States dollar NFT I got for maybe 500,000 or even a million. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But you just won't let me explain. If you listen, you would 130 out of 147. Realize that a 186,000 United States dollar bank loan is not a big deal. We can cover it easily with the profits from NFT investing. You can help me too if you don't divorce me. Please stop thinking about divorce. I will not drive this family to the ground. I will only elevate it. 131 out of 147 to the heavens by spearheading the hashtag NFT revolution. We can be billionaires. We can help the world. But you have to stop and listen to me for a moment. Please, Karen, just listen. I think you're being irrational, but I still love you too much to let you ruin 132 out of 140 yourself over this. NFTs are the future. NFT bros are everywhere already, shilling for NFTs all day long. Soon, we will even have Elon Musk in our side. Don't you see? The revolution is already starting. Why would screenshotters and right click savers be so jealous of 133 out of 147? Us any otherwise? It's because we are making too much money and they are insecure about their puny fiat. Please stop being irrational. Let's talk this out. Come back home and bring the kids too. It's really lonely in here without any of you. If you don't come back, 134 out of 147, don't think I will stop my quest towards a better world. I know that sacrifice is necessary. Maybe I'm just trying to remove the necessary sacrifice in vain. But it's worth a shot. I shouldn't feel too bad though. I know you eventually come back, but I would. 135 out of 147. Rather you come back now than after the entire world has acknowledged NFTs and crypto. You can be in the good side of history, starting now. But it's your choice, and I won't force you. If you think opposing crypto and NFTs is the correct thing to do, so be it, but 136 out of 147. Remember, I will always love you, and I won't shame you in future for making a mistake. I understand you're going through. So yeah, too long didn't read. We NFT bros are unstoppable. NFT and cryptocurrencies are already booming, but we need to keep going. Buy NFTs for a 137 out of 147. Higher price and you found them online, then sell them for an even higher price. It's really simple. The previous owner makes money, you make money. The new owner will make money when someone else buys it for a higher price. If we keep doing that over 138 out of 147 and over, new money will be created every time someone gets profit. And NFTs be worth more and more. It will leave the entire NFT community worth billions, trillions, quadrillions, and eventually quintillions. The more money you make, the more you can 139 out of 147 spend, which means you can create even more money. We will surpass every centralized fiat currency with our decentralized crypto and NFTs. Millionaires will be the norm. Maybe we'll even be billionaires. Some will even be trillionaires. And once that's done, we can 140 out of 147 focus on collecting crypto and NFTs to bribe the major governments like the United States, Russia, China, the European Union, etc., into putting NFT bros into positions of power. Stop taxing crypto NFTs Make pro NFT laws against copying NFTs. Also, we will buy 141 out of 146. Pretty much all of Wall Street. Turn all of BlackRock and Vanguard to NFTs instead of their current assets and buy Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, and such companies to make their technology check if a screenshot has an NFT in it by checking the blockchain. And if 142 out of 147 it does, then don't take the screenshot. Save with right click saving. Don't give the option if it's an NFT. It will make sure all websites implement algorithms to make sure nobody uploads NFTs or a slightly modified NFT other than the owner of the NFT. And there, 143 out of 147 will be hackers trying to steal NFTs by other complex means. Of course, we can jail them or make them pay for their crimes. Once it's all done, fiat will finally die. Everyone will have money, and there will be no poverty or hunger, and we can all come together 144 out of 147 to solve important problems like global warming. Some people say that NFTs are very bad for the environment, so we can just fund scientists to make NFTs more efficient and better for the environment. And we can also buy lots of trees to plant and machines to remove 145 out of 147 trash from the ocean. Even if your family thinks you're crazy, don't worry. Just wait and see how the NFT revolution would change their minds. My wife thinks I'm crazy, and that won't be enough to lead me away from NFTs. I know their worth and their potential. 146 out of 147. Even if she divorces me and takes the kids away, I know she will eventually understand. The 186,000 United States dollar bank loan is worth it if it was for an NFT investment. But I understand that everyone is aware of the potential of NFTs, yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry if this thread was a 147 out of 147 bit long. I just want to explain a couple of things about NFTs. Hashtag NFT art. Hashtag NFT. Hashtag NFTs. Hashtag NFT community. Hashtag NFT revolution. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Hashtag crypto news. Hashtag right click victim. Hashtag right click protection. Hashtag right click save. Hashtag ETH. Hashtag Ethereum. Hashtag Bitcoin. Hashtag Dogecoin. Hashtag Dogelon. Hashtag SHIB. Hashtag Shiba Inu.